At just 15 years old, Max Dowman has already shattered expectations about youth development. Arsenal's youngest ever starter isn't just there simply making up the squad numbers. No, when he does play, he's consistently among the best players on the pitch, even when facing senior opponents. This remarkable trajectory defies conventional wisdom, where Wonderkids typically break into the first team at 17, gradually earning their place, and become established starters by 19 or 20 years old. That's the path Arsenal's current star Bukayo Saka followed, but for Max Dowman, he's rewriting the script entirely. So here's a quick summary of his backstory. Born on December 31st, 2009 in Chelmsford, Essex, Dowman's journey began at Billericay Town, where he trained alongside his older brother. His father was a coach at the club, and that surely helped Dowman's development. Since joining the club as a young toddler, his talent was undeniable. By age 6, scouts from Arsenal, Tottenham and West Ham were monitoring the youngster as he competed in age groups well above his own. All three clubs wanted to sign him, and since his family were Arsenal supporters, the choice was pretty straightforward, and Dowman would go on to join Arsenal's academy. When he joined Arsenal, the coaching staff recognized immediately that they possessed something special. Rather than following the traditional development pathway, they made the bold decision to accelerate Dowman's progression by placing him in older age groups. His levels rose so rapidly that he played in 4 different age groups within one single season. The coaches had no choice but to keep promoting him. And then at just 14 years old, Dowman was simultaneously dominating the under-16s, under-17s and under-18s. In 2024, he became Arsenal's youngest ever scorer in the UEFA Youth Leagues against Atalanta. That season with the under-18s, competing against players 3 or 4 years his senior, he featured in 15 games, scored 15 goals and provided 15 assists. These numbers were staggering, even for his prodigy standards. So here comes the senior steps. Mikel Arteta and the coach had carefully planned his development, and this started with inviting the 14-year-old to come train with the senior squad. And this wasn't just a publicity stunt or a token gesture to boost morale. The youth coaches and director of football had strategically planned this transition, understanding that while Dowman wasn't ready for competitive senior matches, training alongside established professionals would accelerate his growth in the ways the academy couldn't replicate. The footage from those sessions told the story. Dowman was holding his own. Despite being the youngest player on the training session by a considerable margin, he demonstrated the technical quality and tactical awareness to contribute meaningfully. The senior environment became his classroom, and every training session represented invaluable education that would serve him when his match opportunity did arrive. So what type of player is Dowman, and what makes him so special? Dowman is a left-footed player. Special youth talents always seem to be left-footed, like Messi, Lamine Yamal and Bukayo Saka. He has been deployed on the right wing position, central midfield and in the number 10 role. The first thing you notice about him is his incredible balance when dribbling with the ball. He isn't the fastest player as a right winger, but in tight situations he makes it very hard to tackle him. Therefore, he's always double teamed by the opponent and he's always getting fouled. He has incredible agility and change of pace when changing directions, which leaves defenders confused. Dowman can dribble in tight spaces, and the cool thing about him is that he plays with no fear. When he sees danger ahead of him, he runs towards it instead of away from it. So finally, the 15-year-old Dowman is going to get his senior debut. His unofficial first team debut came during the pre-season of the 2025-26 season against AC Milan. Rather than a brief cameo, he featured prominently and continued to appear in every subsequent pre-season fixture. For Arsenal supporters, these matches provided the first glimpse of a talent they'd heard whispers about for years. The excitement was there, and for the question, could his youth brilliance translate against the professional opposition, was answered. The answer came decisively. Dowman didn't just survive against senior players, he was thriving, he was dominating. His performance sparked genuine debate on whether Arsenal had unearthed a once-in-a-generation level of talent. History is littered with wonderkids who dominate youth football only to struggle when stepping up. Dowman, by contrast, appeared unfazed by the elevation in quality. So what lies in the road ahead? Where does Dowman go from here? At 15 years old, he still cannot change in the same dressing room as the Arsenal first team squad. He has signed a scholarship deal with Arsenal and will definitely sign his first professional contract when he turns 17. Arsenal know that they have in their hands the most exciting wonderkid the Premier League has seen since Wayne Rooney back in 2004. Dowman at 15 is arguably the best pure dribbler in the Arsenal main squad. Yes, he's already better than Saka, Martinelli, Eze and Madueke. What Dowman doesn't have, of course, is the physicality, the body strength and the experience and the stamina, the intensity, because he's still basically a young teenager. And this will come with time and experience as he plays more. But once all that clicks, this is a start in the making. Thank you for watching this video. Drop a comment below on how good you think Max Dowman is. Also, subscribe to my channel to see future content.